What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are back in the world of EvE Online, and this is going to be the Faction Warfare series. Kind of working on it as we speak. Dude, that is sexy looking. The graphics have updated since I played last. Anyways, we're going to be joining the Caldari Navy Faction Warfare. And the reason I'm joining the Caldari Navy is for a couple reasons. Mainly, I'm a huge fan of Jeddah, and due to that, I want to be able to continue to kind of hang out in Jeddah. If we were to make enemies of the Caldari Navy, then we run into problems with being able to use Jeddah. And, I mean, that's not entirely true. I mean, we could still use it. It just basically, anytime you enter their space, their police force will engage you, and that's bad. So, I mean, you can be quick enough to get around them, and it's not Concord level bad, but it is an annoyance. So, you know, not something I want to deal with if I don't have to. So, we want to join them. And as my understanding is, Caldari and Amar are buddy-buddy, and Galente and Mimitar are buddy-buddy. So that is the groups. All right, so you need 15 small sealed containers. I think those are in these dudes here. Since we dropped basically on the spot, I think this is the one that has something in it. Oh, it's too far away. My bad. So anyways, you're asking, well, if you're doing faction warfare, why are you out here? Well, first off, I left my corporation, ditched TDK for now. Pyro's gonna maintain the leadership of the corp. Reason I've done that is you can't just join it solo. You know, you have to join as a corporation, or not as a corporation, but you have to join either as a corporation or you have to leave your corporation. You can't have it both ways. And so due to that, I felt it was probably easier to just leave the corp. So, which is odd because last time I played, you had to, basically there was like a 24-hour timer between removing roles. Well, my character was like, default was, I'm gonna have to blow this up. She was like a co-director. She had all the perms and everything. So I don't quite understand how I was able to leave my corp instantaneously. Maybe they've changed it. I really don't know. Either way, left the corp. I'm in the shitty, show info. Yeah, I'm in the shitty default corp now, which is fine. It's just not ideal. And I'll probably either join a faction warfare corporation or may just stay independent and run with people. It just kind of depends. So we'll see how I feel. Cargo container here. That's what we're looking for. Boom. We've got them, so now we just have to take them back to Sobaseki. So we'll set destination. It's kind of cool, this little thing here. It basically allows you to almost completely run everything from the overview, which is kind of cool. Stargaze, Sobaseki, and jump. Okay. So anyways, you'll see right here we're at 0.37 with the Caldari state. That's why I'm out here running missions. I hate missions. They're boring as hell, but they're kind of a necessary evil. So running these missions, we're running them for Caldari Navy, which is a corporation that is part of Caldari State. And as and the problem is I'm Galente, that's my character's race. And so because my character is Galente, I'm technically, I guess, one of the enemies of the Empire. So by default, I run in against, I guess, what do you call it? I run kind of against the state, and so I by default have a small negative faction standing with them. So negative 0.37 thankfully is not negative 3.7 or even but yeah, negative 3.7 inside. This should be relatively easy, and I'm sorry for the coughing. Kat and I both have a bit of a cold. This should be relatively easy to fix. Now, I don't know how often the faction standing is updated. I don't know if it updates every time you warp, every time you dock, every time you turn in a mission, or every 15 minutes. I know the payouts for killing things is on a 15-minute basis. All right, so we click start conversation. It opens up. I believe I have to drag this stuff out. Oh, they changed it. You don't have to anymore. Okay, so faction standing increased by 0.198. Now that's for the Caldari Navy, not necessarily the Caldari State. So you'll notice there's no change here. We're still at 0.0 and whatnot. Followers were given. So wait for Galante ship then and destroy it. Okay, cool. Let's do it. That's pretty easy. Okay, let's go ahead and undock. I'm hoping that once we undock, this will refresh. So anyways, if we get 0.1 per, then this might not take long to update after all. So let's go ahead and go forward. Let's see, Caldari State standing. Yeah, we're still in a bad situation here. Let's go back to. Can I not go back? Hello? Okay, that's all right. We can get there another way. Let's go. Let's close this. Work to location. It's not letting me pull her up either. There we go. Caldari Navy. Click on standing. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, so you can see here we got the 0.02, but we're still negative 0.37. This might actually take a while. I had hoped this was going to be quick and was something that I could do like in 5-10 minutes, but this might take several dozen missions, and I may have to bump it up to like tier 2s and tier 3s. Obviously, each different tier is going to grant you, as you progress, it's going to grant you more and more. So getting into 2s isn't going to be that big a deal, honestly. We should be able to get into those pretty quick. We should eat this dude's lunch. It's funny, that's a cruiser. Not a cruiser, that's a frigate. That's a pretty big frigate. That is a frigate, right? Yeah. Thing looks huge. I mean, this is a destroyer. Which is basically designed to kill these bad boys. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, I should probably turn this off to drop the transversal. There we go. Yeah, it'd be easier to kill. Now, just killing Galente Federation ships is going to give me a small faction boost. So, I think it's all going to kind of add up over time. But I don't know how many of these we're going to have to do before, it settles out. So, we're just going to have to see. Let's go ahead and dock back up. But I will keep you guys posted. But yes, once we get this going, what we're going to basically do is join the Caldari faction. Once we join the Caldari faction, I'm going to pack up probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 50 fits. And then we're going to do 20 to 50 fit runs. We're basically over the course of, and again, I don't have the most time, so it may take a little bit for me to burn through 20 or 50 of these setups. But we will basically, before we launch, we'll take a guesstimate on how long it's gonna, how many kills I'm gonna get, how many deaths. Obviously the maximum number of deaths is gonna be 50, but we'll do like a how many kills you guys think I will get in the process, and then we will just kind of play it from there. So whoever gets the right or gets closest to the correct number of kills will get a Plex from me. That's 1 month of gameplay. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, I'm not going to make you guys watch me run all of these. I just kind of wanted to let you guys know where we were at. Again, we click on Factional Warfare here. Well, I was going to show you. But in there, it'll show that I don't meet the... Well, here it is. Yeah. So you can see fight for the Caldari, and then if we wanted to click enlist me, it won't let me enlist because I don't have a high enough standing. You have to have 0-0 or it just won't work. And you know what really sucks is, unfortunately, unlike a lot of other it's not affected by social skills. So like missions, you can actually, let's say this level 4 mission requires you to have 5.0 standing, but you've only got 4.5. Well, there are social skills you can get that can boost your social standing from 4.5 to like a 5 or a 6 effective. Well, that will allow you to talk to that agent who normally wouldn't speak with you. Unfortunately, faction warfare apparently does not, at least according to the wiki I read, does not, it gives no shits. Oh, I left all my fucking drones in space too. Well, at least they're hobgob ones. I don't mind losing hobgob ones. They're literally garbage. Okay. If they were hobgob 2s, I was going to be very hurt, but they're hobgob ones. So, yeah. Unfortunately, we can't train ourselves into a better standing. We're just literally going to have to get out there and do it. So, I'm going to kind of play around with this for a little bit. We're going to get out there, kill, take names, and hope to God that we will get out of these soon. Probably going to move rapidly. If it does take a while, we're going to move rapidly into like tier 2 missions, and we'll see what we can get from there. So, but short little quick video kind of giving you guys an update on where we are. You can see now we're up to 0.05 with Caldari Navy, but we still haven't changed with Caldari State. God, that's fucking hateful. So yeah, this is going to take a while. Damn it. This is going to take a very long time. I'm going to be running missions. That's not fair. I could probably run a T3 mission, and this won't be so bad. The problem is, like at tier 1 and tier 2 missions, you don't really have to pay much attention to what you're fighting because it's just easy. But once you start getting into tier 3s and definitely tier 4s, they don't play around. You know, you can't just do whatever you want to do at that point because bad shit's going to happen. You know, you're going to be fighting ships that can actually hurt you. Whereas with this, you know, I don't give a shit. It's no big deal. So we're going to see how this goes. This might be a little frustrating, but we'll eventually get there, and then we can go and wreck shit. The other problem with this is once we do, by joining the Caldari Navy and shooting for them, we're going to be gaining faction with Caldari and Galente, but losing it with Caldari and Amar, and losing it with Minmatar and Galente. Now, I don't usually hang out in those areas of space, but of course, knowing my luck, I don't know why I'm shooting from this far away. Of course, knowing my luck, once we get into this, I'm going to find that there's something over there that I really have to have, and then I'm going to want to hang out in that area all the time. So it's going to really suck. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. Anyways, guys, that's it for this update on the faction warfare setup. I want to thank all of you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys are excited about this series. If you are, let me know by slapping that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next clip.